What's going on, guys? Super Savage 789 here, bringing you guys a video. And today we're doing War of Naruto Online Bijuu Episode 6 Act 2. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Kakashi's squadron all prepared traps to stop the oncoming Akatsuki member from getting close at all. It sets up a bunch of explosive notes triggered with thread, where Shinobi remained to the sides to help the explosion continue. Kakuzu would approach as he looked over a list in his hand about the bounties of Leaf Ninja. To Leaf Ninja's surprise, Kakuzu doesn't even seem like he's paying attention to the invasion or the fact he's meant to be getting the Mega Jinchuriki. He walks into the trap, setting off explosions with other ninja nearby using the fireball jutsu within the explosions, trying their best to take down the Kage level opponent immediately. When the smoke clears, Kakuzu stands there with Earth's armor equipped, holding the dead bodies of a couple of the shinobi attacking him. Despite the other shinobi around him, Kakashi is the one having to do most of the work due to Kakuzu's strength. Since he uses an earth element primarily, Kakashi begins to strategize a way to exploit that. He launches himself at Kakuzu, punches him in the gut, watching in astonishment as it explodes into a lightning clone, landing on his earth armor, weakening it. The actual Kakashi bursts out of the ground over Raikiri, stabbing him through the chest, killing him. Kakashi walks away, beginning to check on the shinobi on his control, checking that the injuries they have sustained aren't fatal. It means he doesn't notice as Kakuzu stands up with 3 masks all behind him, charging up elemental blasts to kill the copy wheel ninja. He turns around, barely noticing in time. Instead of saving himself, he pushes the other shinobis near him away, ready to take the blast on his own. That is until a fang over fang rushes past Kakashi, grabbing him and getting them all out of the way. Kiba, Shino, and Hinata arrive, having noticed Kakashi was in danger. Shino begins to place bugs upon the masks, slowly taking their chakra away. It leaves Kakuzu in a predicament, as his hearts can't remove the bugs, but they'll die if they don't. Hinata rushes Kakuzu to stop him withdrawing his masks, with Kiba and Kakashi playing support, to make sure the masks don't interfere with Hinata. Knowing his masks are dying due to the Aburame clan member, gives Kakuzu an idea. He extends his fist at Hinata, who dodges, not knowing that he wasn't aiming for her. His hand goes further, grasping Shino by the throat. Before anyone can save him, Kakuzu breaks his neck, killing him. Enraged, Kiba hits Kakuzu hard in the back with a fang over fang, slamming him into a tree. 2 masks leap to either side of Kiba and Nakamura, ready to blast them. As the Inuzuka and his mud dodge the blast, Kakashi takes his chance, and hits the other mask with a Raikiri, killing it. With his chakra running low, Kakashi begins breathing heavily as he prepares another jutsu. Both masks hone in on him, charging up blast. No one is close enough to help him, and Kakashi himself is too exhausted to fight back. He prepares to accept his fate. One of the masks turns towards the other and blasts it, killing it. He turns around and sees Ino unconscious, having used a mind possession jutsu. Kakuzu is confused by this, as the mask walks over to Kakashi, getting killed with 2 kunai, almost as if it committed suicide. Kakuzu grabs Kiba by the neck, ready to snap it, threatening to take his heart and use it as a mask. He'll then use Shino and Hinata and Kakashi. Before Kiba meets the same fate as Shino, however, Kakashi activates his Mangekyo Sharingan and uses Kamui, decapitating Kakuzu, killing him. Kakashi then falls down to the ground, unconscious, in critical condition. The Kazekage Gaara stands at his post, awaiting his Akatsuki member to arrive. Kankuro leans in and asks his brother why he's planning to stick his neck out for Naruto. It doesn't affect their village, it'll just be needless bloodshed of their shinobi. Gaara tells Kankuro that Naruto is his friend, and he'll fight with him to the end of the line. Before any more words can be exchanged, everyone looks over to see the Haruko shell Sasori approaching. Sasori pulls out his scythes and poison spike, leaping at the sand shinobi, trying to kill them. Gaara uses his sand, creating walls to stop him getting close to any of them. Since Kankuro knows all about Sasori, he tells Gaara about the poison tip attacks, so one attack could kill them. They have to be careful of that. Temari tells her brother to lift her up, which Gaara does, creating some sand under her feet to levitate her into the air. Sasori would rush at her, leaping in the air to try and slash her, however he'd be too slow. With her fan, Temari swung it and sending a sharp gust of wind that slices Haruko shell in half. The actual body of Sasori lands on the ground, impressed that they managed to get that far. He compliments the Kazekage on his strength, and in a creepy way, promises to add him to his collection. He pulls out a scroll, and in a puff of smoke, he pulls out his 3rd Kazekage puppet. Gaara uses his sand to try and stop the puppet from doing damage, instead getting into a clash with the iron sand, overpowering him. He'd have to strategize how to topple the puppet master. Deciding to play a sacrificial role, Kankuro pulls out his 3 puppets and rushes at Sasori, trying his absolute hardest while Gaara, Tamari, and the others play a more secondary role. As they fight, Kankuro begins to give Sasori a talk no jutsu about his puppets and how he himself is a puppet, similar to the War Arc talk no jutsu he gave him. It slowly begins working, however not fast enough. Sasori dismantles Kankuro's puppets easily using iron sand spikes before going to stab Kankuro himself. Before the dark sun can penetrate his body, Gaara pushes Kankuro out of the way, getting stabbed in the process through the shoulder. Using his own sand, Gaara covers the iron sand spikes, eventually getting to the 3rd Kazekage puppet where it consumes it. Gaara uses the crushing sand coffin to mangle it beyond repair, before falling unconscious, beginning to die due to the poison. Using the 100 puppets, Sasori begins to attack the group, causing a lot of casualties. Luckily, Kankuro can use his puppet expertise to his advantage. He uses chakra threads on Sasori to make him move the puppets in different directions, slowing down the damage he causes. Sasori gets annoyed with Kankuro, raising up his hands ready to incinerate him. Before he can, however, a shadow grasps his legs as Shikamaru stands behind, using the shadow possession. He tells Kankuro to use his threads on him, so Sasori copies, and so the puppets all become suicidal, fighting each other and destroying each other. Tamari then slashes at Sasori, impacting his core, slicing it in half, making the puppet fall to the ground, dead. Kankuro comments that Sasori should have been able to break the shadow possession, thinking that his speech might have worked better than he thought. Over with Guy and his team, the plan is very simple. Everyone rushes at the enemy and hits him hard, all at once, hoping it'll kill. Lee would cheer loudly for his sensei as Neji and Tenten shake their heads at the embarrassing nature of my Guy. The moment they see Kisame, everyone rushes at him, which Kisame smiles at, placing Samehada in front of him. When some of the fodder ninja get too close, he shreds them apart, asking if the rest will be as easy as that. Realizing his opponent might be stronger than he had anticipated, Guy goes into 6th gate and begins to brawl the shark skin warrior to a standstill seemingly. Every attack is hard and placed in a particular place on purpose. He'd plant both his hands onto Samehada, ignoring the shredding of his flesh, as Tenten tosses everything she has into Kisame's back. Enraged at the pest attacking him, he'd use a water dragon jutsu to push my Guy away, before turning and rushing at Tenten, slicing her in half from shoulder to waist. Seeing this enrages everyone. Being the closest to Kisame, Neji hits him with 128 palms, shutting down a lot of his chakra points, allowing 6th Gate Lee to hit Kisame hard with his Sakujaku, flinging him to the ground. To assist in combat, Kisame fuses with Samehada and creates his water dome, giving him the advantage. He turns around and swims towards Neji and Lee, who's swimming away as fast as possible. Unfortunately for them, it's futile to swim away from a shark in water. Kisame places his sharp claws onto Lee's leg, ready to drag him down and torture him before his death. Before he can, however, 7th Gate Guy rushes in and punches Kisame in the face, knocking him so far back that the water dome drops the trio down. Guy rushes back and, swimming as fast as possible towards Kisame, uses Hirodori on the shark creature, shooting him into the sky with a massive attack. Kisame falls back onto the ground and flees from Samehada, angered at Might Guy's attacks. Knowing that Kisame is on the verge of death, Guy charges up another Hirodora, ready to kill Kisame, who approaches Guy, knowing that he can't do it in time. That's until 2 massive hands grab Kisame and hold him back as Choji Akamichi shouts for him to do it now. With the massive attack being used yet again, it kills both Kisame and Guy, leaving them with a sad victory. Over in Sunagakure, Iruka would be with the other shinobi, as well as Konohamaru and the kids. They'd all be worried about the battle, except for Konohamaru, who'd be complaining about the heat in the sand village. Bijuu reminds Konohamaru that Naruto is fighting for their lives, so he can put up with the heat. However, Konohamaru scoffs that Big Bro Naruto will obviously win, so why does he have to put up with this? Some people begin screaming in fear as white Zetsus, as well as Guru, all walk in. Using wood release, people begin getting skewered as they are unable to fight back. Iruka begins aiding people to escape, not noticing Konohamaru run past him to begin fighting. The young boy uses the Shadow Clone Jutsu, creating 2 of himself. As Guru chuckles that Konohamaru will look so cute as an ornament, he's shocked to see him use the Rasengan and glide it into the white wooden creature, breaking it in half with ease. Seeing a young genin fighting off the attack rallies up the civilians, who rush in, holding weapons and using basic ninjutsu to hold back the invasion and destroy the pale wooden creatures. But guys, that's not going to be it. Make sure you like and subscribe and let me know what happened in the final act. I've had a lot of fun writing this one, As you can see, I put in a lot more work than I would do my other what ifs, because I want this one to be special for you guys since you love it so much. And yeah, bye!